I put it in my pocket bag. We'll have your team taking off like a rocket ship. The odds against you don't stop the bet. Because it's you against the sport close the bucket list. Got your back. The bucket list, bucket list. The bucket list, bucket list. The bucket list, bucket list. The bucket list, bucket list.
Hey, the bucket list, the bucket list.
The bucket list.
Yes, sir, baby. We are back. It's the bucket list boys in the building. And I didn't come this far to come this far. It is your guy, Jay Reese, the gambler, sitting here with my player partner, Silly C with the numbers.
What up? It's your boy Silly. Let's get it.
It's your boy.
It's your boy.
Yes, indeed. That is my boy, but I have seemed to have been left out of the playoff ticket rotation. My boy Silly C is at the game. My boy VO the Face is at the game, and Jay Reese is just sitting at home watching it on TV like a sucker. Silly C, let's jump into this, man. How was the Nuggets game the other night?
Man, what a game. I got to tell you. Just to watch a game in the playoff atmosphere, it was amazing. Like, only thing I really hated, though, was Kyle Anderson's punk ass, trying to throw elbows at Jamal Murray, try to take him out the game, on his way to 40 and a dub. But outside of that, the atmosphere was crazy. The Timberwolves, though, man, they is really tripping because Gobert was tripping too. And I really just can't really handle Rudy or Kyle Anderson. Them, man, they is some cheaters, just certified cheaters.
Yeah, man. Speaking of Kyle Anderson, that boy makes my hairline look brand new. That boy should go way back, man. Hey, how's the playoffs been treating you so far, man? Any good bets? People been letting you down? Talk to me.
Man, I don't know. It's been very interesting. People that's really been letting me down is the Golden State Warriors. I didn't expect Sacramento to come out and play the way they have. And I'm telling you right now, that boy De'Aaron Fox is a beast. And he's
a problem.
Proving it. And I don't think anybody on Golden State really can handle him. And outside of, Giannis's injury, it's just really kind of been different for them over there, too. I thought they was just going to roll, but looks like it might be kind of more of a little struggle for them. So we'll see.
Well, with the injury of Tyler Hero, they did kind of roll those fools up in the ball last night, man. But the playoffs have been, I would say, up and down for me. It's something going on with the superstars coming majorly in under their prop numbers. Also, a little bit too many blowouts for my liking, man. I like to see some competitive basketball when we're in this time of the season, man. But, hey, as far as the playoff goes, it's going pretty great. Had a lot of great predictions out there. Everybody's doing their thing, man. But, hey, it's time to get our money up. Let's get into your top 10 power plays for Friday, March 21st.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, April 21st.
I was wondering. I was wondering. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So, we got a nice little packed slate coming here on the 21st, and we're gonna go ahead and start it off with
Ice trading game.
Ice trading game. Projected, for a good 38 on FanDuel, 35 on or 38 on DraftKings, and 35 on FanDuel, pretty much 36. I don't really like him too much. Atlanta's washed. Let's get into the next one. Then we got number 9, Mr. Jamal Murray. I think I have to say he's really low on this list, especially
playoff Jamal.
Yeah, they got him for 20 and he just went for 40. I think that's definitely underrated. But let's just go ahead and get off into the next one. For number 8, we got Mr. Jaylen Brown, Mr. JB himself. And he's been balling too, so we'll kind of see if they can keep it up. His back looked fine to be. Then we got Mr. Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
In this game that I went to the other day, it was Jamal Murray with 40 and him with 41. And man, watching him play is something else. He is ice cold. I don't even know about Ice Trey anymore. Number 6, we got Mr. Karl Anthony Towns. He is Bart Box. He absolutely did nothing against us the other day, and he's really sole reason why Minnesota, why they lost. So I'm not looking much into that one.
Oh man, let's
get to
jump in
number
here.
5. Oh, you wanna go ahead and unpack that?
Yeah, man. Let me go ahead and unpack that top 5, man. Let me go ahead and jump in here right quick, man. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna start with the 2 turds on this list. Ice Trader gang, man. Ice Trader game. It seems like the ice tray is broken before you even put it in the freezer, and all kind of water is leaking all over your floor. His play has been real lackluster over the last month, and it's very little production here in these playoffs, man. He did pretty good with the play-in game, but for these playoffs, he has been absent. Then I'm going to skip up to Karl Anthony Towns. Ever since the playoff game, the play-in game, I don't know what's going on with this. They really need to get it together. Stop fucking with these hoes out here in these streets, man. Let's go ahead and break down playoff Jamal Murray. Here's the thing about this guy. He's a baller. And when it comes to the playoffs, he really tends to step up a lot more than his counterpart, Nikola Jokic. I'm not saying the Joker isn't that dude, but when it comes playoff time, Jamal Murray is the man you want in your lineup. Peanut butter jelly time. The boy Jaylen Brown is getting it done with his teammate Jason Tatum. They are probably about to sweep Atlanta. Dare I say they bring out the brooms, and the man Black Jesus himself. He resurrected himself the other night in Denver, Colorado, dropping 41 points. But that still wasn't enough to get it done. You got to play team basketball. But Anthony Edwards, he's always the guy you want to get in your lineup, man. Lego.
Yeah, it wasn't enough to get it done because Karl Anthony Towns was absent. He was MIA in the battle.
Sweep the leg.
Let's go with number 6. We got Mr. Julius Randle, finally back from injury.
Okay.
Knicks look like they might actually be able to have something in this series, but man, I'm telling you right now, Cleveland looks tough. So
got their doors blown off the other night.
Yeah, they did though. But we'll have to see what they can do though.
Mm-hmm.
And then number 4, we got Mr. Darius Garland.
DG,
definitely a beast.
Baller.
He's got to step up though, because again, some of the people that's probably up higher on this list can't do it without him showing up. So we'll definitely see what he can do.
Okay.
We'll step into number 3, and we got Mr. Jason Tatum, Mr. JT himself, not Justin Timberlake.
Cry me a river.
He's definitely going to get in this game. Again, him and Jaylen Brown alone, those two is just a really wrecking crew. And for both of them to be in the top 10 list, I think the Celtics got a really good chance to, take this series easily.
Mm-hmm.
Then number 2,
Nikola.
got to talk about him himself, Mr. Joker himself. Now, you said that Murray steps up, but let me tell you, last night, or a couple nights ago in the game, it just literally was Nikola was the reason why none of those big men, Karl Anthony Towns or Gobert, really had any good game. And almost got Gobert fouled out. So let's watch what he could do this next night. I definitely think he's one to watch. And then, of course, Mr. Darius Garland's little sidekick, Donovan Mitchell, number 1 on the list. I think he definitely puts in play when he has to. I think Cleveland should take this series, but with Julius back, that's definitely going to, put their numbers down. So we'll have to see. But go ahead and unpack that for me.
Man, I'm going to start right at the top, man, with that star power of Donovan Mitchell. Now, Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland is actually his sidekick because Donovan Mitchell is Batman, Darius Garland is Robin. And they are both getting the job done in Cleveland, man, especially versus New York. Julius Randle looked like he was lagging a little bit, getting up and down that court in the fourth quarter. He's coming back from injury. Keep your eye on Julius Randle. Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell, definitely a go in my book, man. Jason Tatum, every time him and his boy Jaylen Brown step on the court, they literally are playing Justin Timberlake. Atlanta is crying the whole river, man. Let's see if they can get out the ravine tomorrow because they're about to be buried here. I'm calling the sweep. And my boy, Nikolai Jokic, man, he had an awesome night the other night. He's definitely going to get his team to the next round. He has too much power for Minnesota and the likes of Rudy Gobert.
Mhm.
Get out of here, man. Karl-Anthony Towns ain't doing nothing. Only savior they have is Black Jesus. Nikolai Jokic, Jamal Murray, they about to shut them down. Minnesota, sweep the leg. Get them out of here.
You know what was interesting too is watching who they call Uncle Jeff Green. He came
Uncle
in and
Jeff.
he was balling, man. I'm telling you, like to watch the team and just the depth that the Nuggets have, I'm really starting to feel excited about these playoffs.
Yeah, man, and we talked about it earlier. That's the key to these playoffs, man. They're playing with the 7 to 10 bench rotational pieces, man. So I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? It's only 5 to 7 dudes playing tonight. Uncle Jeff is getting it done. Bruce Brown is getting it done coming up off the bench. You need at least 20 to 30 points from your bench to be successful in these playoffs from what I've seen thus far. I'm going to tell you right now, Phoenix Suns could possibly run out of gas, man, because Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, they're playing 40-plus minutes a night, and you're not going to win like that. Your superstars need some rest, and I'm telling you, the boy Uncle Jeff, he come through, man. He give you like $5, you know what I'm saying, for your birthday and make you smile. So, you know, Uncle Jeff dropped them buckets and get it going, man. Let's get on, man. Let's get on to the next segment, baby. Go ahead and run these lines. All right, my man. This is solely based off of your expertise. What are you thinking here? We got Boston traveling down to the ATL, shouty. They got Boston sitting at -5. We got an over-under here of 228.5. Silly C, what you thinking about this game?
Man, again with JB and JT, I definitely think that -5.5 or 5 is really low. Do you say 5 or 5.5?
But just 5 right now.
Either or, yeah, either or. I think that's really low. 228. I do feel like Atlanta's going to definitely try to win this game. So I do feel it's going to be a high scoring game. So I would definitely pick the over on the 228.
Mm-hmm.
But that -5, I think it's going to be blown out the water. I see them winning by 10, maybe 15 points. So I definitely pick the over on that. And Boston to definitely take a big lead in this series.
Hey, man, no disagreement over here. Hey, I'm picking up everything you throwing down, so we're just going to move on to the next one. Boston, -5, over 228.5. Go ahead. Cleveland, visiting Madison Square Garden. It is time for the New York Knicks to step up. When the Knicks are in the playoffs, it just makes basketball that much better. I promise you, I'm showing my age right now. It takes me back to the 90s, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a 90s baby. It takes me right back to the 90s, man. We got the Knicks sitting at -2 at home after they got their cheeks blown all the way off the frame. And over under 211. This is a really low total. 211 and a hooker walking down the street because this is about to be some gritty ball, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to go ahead and get New York. I'm telling you right now, I'm going with New York -2. And I'm actually going under this number. I think it's be in the range of 90 to 98 because this is going to be some thug passion basketball right here. But the boy, Josh Hart, Quentin Grimes, and Emmanuel Quickly. This is the key components that makes this team go, man. So if those dudes get on track, if those dudes start scoring, because you know Julius Randle and Brunson, they're going to do their thing. Hands down. If Mitchell Robinson start cleaning the boards, this should be an easy wash, man, because Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, they're some real nice pieces for Cleveland, but they too skinny down there, man. They too skinny, man. You get Randle and Mitchell Robinson on them, cleaning off the glass. I'm telling you, the Knicks, 5 to 10 points. Easy.
Mm-hmm. I think I have to kind of agree with you. They're going to be at home, and really Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, they're just not big enough. You know, he wasn't ready.
He not
I
big
just don't
enough.
really. I
You
just
too
don't
little.
think.
You too little.
I do feel this is going to be a dogfight. That 211.5, I definitely would go the under there.
Mm-hmm.
And then that -2. I mean, I feel New York at home finally has a point to prove that they can actually win and possibly take a advantage in this series. I'm going to go ahead and pick New York to go ahead and get more than that -2. I say they win by 5.
Yep. Man, moving on to the main event. Now, hey, you and the boy Vio, the face, y'all flying out to Minnesota to go to this game? Y'all about to leave me behind again?
Not this time.
Oh, not this time.
No, they
Not
actually
this time,
had
Slime.
tickets were sold out.
In Minnesota, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of
No, I'm talking about flights.
Yo, we got the Denver Nuggets taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves, man. They got the Denver Nuggets -2.5. This number is real light. This number looks fishy as hell to me. Over under of 223 in the hooker. Man, silly. What you got for me here? -2.5 after they didn't get their cheeks blown the last 2 games? This number look like Vegas is trying to trap you right here. It's a trap.
I like to say that, but man, towards the end of the third quarter the other day, they was ahead at one point and took a lead. So starting the fourth quarter, we actually took off on them because Jamal Murray and some of the play that he was doing, but they were really close for a while, and they had me shaking in my boots. I can't say they didn't. So I do think at home they do actually perform a little better. That 223 is very close to what I think it's going to be. I'm really kind of cautious to pick the over, but I think I'm still going to go with that. And then I do see Minnesota maybe being able to squeak this one out in Minnesota, but this would be the only one.
Man, I don't know. It's like we studied what we were going to say for this pod and just agreed upon everybody's picks here. With that being said, man, I'm going to have to go under the 223 because I'm saying it's going to have to take a lackluster performance from the Joker and Jamal Murray, which I really don't think is going to happen. They could both still go off, but I'm going to go under 223. And you know what? I think I'm going to take the +2.5 with the Minnesota Timberwolves, even though I don't want to, but this is the game they have to get it done here. If they don't get it done here, then they're pretty much done. If they lose this game, they will get swept. If they win this game, they're going to get a gentleman's sweep. You know what I'm saying? It's, it's when you put on your tuxedo and your bow tie, and then you grab a broom and start sweeping. Yeah, a gentleman's sweep. Yeah, I don't know, man. No. Let me take that. Nuggets -2.5. I'm falling in the trap. It's a trap. I'm falling in the trap.
You better watch out.
I'm falling in the trap. Forget that. I'm taking the Nuggets on my -2.5. Nuggets about to sweep these fools, man. Nuggets about to sweep these fools. Silly C, any last words?
I like that. Man, I'm just ready for the rest of these playoffs. I really want to see what Memphis can do against the Lakers because let me tell you right now that it ain't been looking so good. And if Morant isn't 100%, they already lost way too many key elements to even have a chance in this series.
Yeah. So
it definitely he's got to ball out. Otherwise, they're going to be looking at losing this series.
Man, I'm going to leave on these last words, man. Gambling 101, just some little tidbits for you, man. If you have the capital to just straight bet, no parlays, Vegas makes 98% of their money off of people's dumb ass parlays. If you have the capital just to straight bet, and if it looks good to you, I would say under -150. Just go ahead, take teams on the money line, man. Don't even play with them points. And that's what we leaving y'all with, man, because when it's you against the sports book, the bucket list, we got your back.
Buckets.
Boom!